Hello and
Forget.
welcome to Overdue Adventures. Welcome back to our fantastical. You know what?
Start
We're
over.
just playing D&D, honestly, and I don't have any more fancy words than that. We are continuing our story in Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We are on Firewatch Island, our B team here, BEA team, as in Captain B. Has taken charge of Firewatch Island to protect Umberlee's trident. And they have succeeded so far against the first two waves, no pun intended, as the second wave contained a water elemental that seemed to be on a mission to get through the gates and get this trident back into the waters. Where it's trying to take it, the PCs do not know. But on that last hit from Valoran, the evil, seemingly evil Kraken Eldritch magic device that was at the center of this elemental has somehow crawled up the blade and into the arm and into the brain of Valoran, our sea elf. Valoran, what is your best memory? What is Valoran's best memory that he had with Oceanus before they broke up?
I think the first time Valorant ever went to market above the surface and he sold to, land-dwelling people as opposed to selling to his fellow sea elves, he was really proud of his experience, his sales, his camaraderie with the people he sold to, and Oceanus was very, very supportive, and they just had a great celebration together.
And I think you all had spent years together. What was the worst memory? What was the deciding event, the inciting incident that made Valoran know this isn't going to work?
When Oceanus betrayed him by starting his own Conch Talk account. They had this plan for years to do couples content and to invest in each other's popularity and image, and Oceanus decided...
Add a shopping link for your jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he broke trust and started his own page.
As soon as you hit 10K, you become another person.
Yeah. The fame just really gets to your head.
Yeah.
And he became a totally different person.
Conch Talk. After that betrayal, you, Valoran, in this moment, only remember the best of Oceanus. You remember time spent talking, hours and hours. Sometimes you'd fall asleep while he would be still talking, but you'd pick it back up and you'd just want to be together a little longer. And his talks about where he wanted to take your relationship and your business and the things that he wanted to accomplish, not just with the people of the sea, with your family and stuff. He really wanted to expand out to the surface dwellers and was so excited to establish himself as a hero amongst the people along with his partner. And in this moment, you do not remember the bad, the betrayal. You do remember, though, Oceanus had started a new venture, something that could grow your business and your following exponentially within a short amount of time. Just had to get one thing.
And what's that?
the very center of an island just off the coast, beneath a compound where the hermits and followers of Umberlee protect an ancient relic. These land dwellers stole a trident away from the people who it belongs to, the sea elves, who once faithfully served their master, the Kraken. And if only you could just grasp the trident once more and return it to the waters from whence it came, all would be right. All would be right with this world, and you and Oceanus could rule amongst the sea elves, expand your reign to those above the waters, the ships coming to and fro from the kingdom would bow not to their lords and their masters, but they would bow to you.
Well, Valorant is certainly a capitalist, so that's quite motivational to him.
Let's just say acquiring this relic would be a lucrative decision for your business, both in a physical and spiritual way. And as the eldritch tentacle squirms in, there's a wrinkle in your brain where those former memories lived and where this tentacle now replaces those memories, as the curse that was within this acts as a modify memory spell, so that this you know as true. There is no other truth. There is no other story. This is your story. You have waited until the right opportunity to steal away this relic from the people that you have been working with and seek to betray.
Game on.
Game on. However, one thing that this entity, whatever bore the curse within this strange writhing device, they did not account for a mental link with a comrade, a friend, one who literally owes you their life. So, John, what is Stamper's best memory from the plane that they came from before entering the material plane?
There was a moment, fleeting, where a stranger came to the village. Strangers to this village are rare, almost seen as tokens of Mother herself. The celebrations, the camaraderie, the community of this idyllic village. This one in particular was the first time that the stranger had ever spoken to Stamper specifically, and all who were in this village looked in amazement because a stranger conversing with you was seen as one of the highest blessings of Mother herself. This was 2 years before the discovery.
And what was the inciting incident that forced you to leave your potentially worse memory of the place that you left?
Let's find out, shall we?
Let's.
Interesting. It was the discovery itself. Mother had always been this picture, this statuesque vision that everyone knew and everyone felt innately, without question, without judgment, in complete fealty to. But what happens when the gift of sight is given for an infinitesimal moment to Stamper, to see Mother as she truly is, to see Mother in her form, taking, and the harm and the tragedy that fell those strangers. And the one thing that forever shattered that mirror was that stranger broken in front of Mother.
And what did the stranger look like?
Like the form that everyone sees before them.
And that form for Stamper was?
Stamper took on that form. Because as you know, only one person has seen Stamper's true form.
And at this moment, that one person is in grave danger. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Five. Jesus. Starting off strong.
As you watch the water elemental fall after taking a knee just at the end of the battle, you watch the water fall apart and fall to the ground, becoming a puddle. The danger is gone, seemingly, but you watch as your friend, you hear screams as Valoran's voice enters your brain, and you see the best memory, the worst memory with Oceanus, and you see this new memory. Something is happening with Valoran. He may not know who you are anymore in the way that you understood. May not see any of your friends in the way he once did. And there are few ways to overcome that danger. And at this point, we are out of battle. Everyone is at the HP that they were at the end of the second wave, at the end of the water elemental coming. And for the first time, you all get a short rest as a few hours go by into the night. We are past midnight and still have a few more hours until the sun crests the horizon. So, what is everyone's actions or rests during this period of short rest? Start with you, Doug. You need help.
First.
Ouch.
So, am I still on the other side of the wall?
Technically, but you as Doug can simply walk up and down the wall
Yeah.
and get back into the compound.
So I wouldn't have seen any of that. So I get the feeling that the battle has ended, and I decide to rejoin everyone, and I'm like taking in everyone, like, oh, everyone looks the same, nothing weird here. I think that we should focus on reinforcing and healing. How long is the short rest?
1 hour.
1 hour. So I guess I will heal myself and then start reinforcing. Well, I guess, do we need to reinforce it if the guy just walked through it?
Yeah, the gate held against the zombies, but perhaps a new plan for something like that happening again,
How do we
potentially.
keep
Who
water from
knows?
slipping through these cracks?
Yeah.
We could seal it with wax.
Do you have wax? So you just have wax?
I probably have wax.
Oh, let me check my pocket.
Make sure to mark off any hit die
Yeah.
or healing spells that you would be using.
I think
during
I'm
the
just gonna
short
use my
rest.
hit die. So I'll probably use like 3 of those.
Okay. And Hannah, I'll come to you last. So, Inkier, what are you up to during this short rest? You still have your dragon summoned for another 58 minutes.
Yeah. got 58 minutes with
Technically.
my dragon spirit.
Just going to hang out.
I might fly a little bit, honestly. Go into the sky.
Cool.
Go higher. Maybe the clouds are clearing out. Just it's not too many chances you get to fly up and see the stars. Just take a breather in the sky.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll do that for a little while. I'll use one of my hit die to heal the 6 hit points that I took from falling. Yeah, or jumping, I guess.
Falling with style.
Yeah, but mostly it's almost I'll spend that time communing. This is the first time I've summoned this kind of spirit. So it's not an official commune spell or anything like that, but it's almost like a meditation. He'll spend time communing with the spirit that he's
Nice.
summoned in the sky, stargazing in the manner that he's used to doing. In return, of course, he'll stay pretty vigilant with like what's going on at the base. If he hears any trouble, he'll return, but he'll take only 30 minutes or so before he returns and begins to dissipate the draconic spirit that's come on.
Yeah.
And then tend to any wounds that weren't healed through the rest itself. He does still have the chalice active, so if any healing does need to be done, he can definitely aid in that manner. So.
Cool. So extra healing from the chalice. Once we get everyone's actions and how many hit points they still have left after the short rest.
I forgot to mention that Doug is going to use lay on hands to get rid of whatever this blue disease is.
Nice. The blue rot is
Yeah.
no more. I'll go ahead and take that from you.
In case that comes back up later.
Everyone say goodbye to draconic spirit for the rest of today.
Everyone.
Till we get a long
Bye,
rest.
Doug's
But yeah,
STD.
after all the short rests,
favorite
we'll come back to how many hit points everyone has in case you need to do any final healing with that bonus.
Yeah, I look around after everyone's rested. And do we get Song of Rest too on this short rest from
Stamper.
Stamper?
No.
No Song of Rest?
No.
I do want to say give me a perception check and an insight check.
Perception and insight. Okay. Let's see. Perception, insight. So perception is 14 plus 8, so 24. Insight was 10.
I think just 24.
Wait, 14, 8, 22.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So with the perception check, you can see, you get an aerial view of Firewatch Island. There is a strange sort of like acrid bubbling happening in a specific 20-foot radius about a mile off the shore of Firewatch, between Firewatch and the mainland.
Okay.
And you recall, even with your 10 insight, you still at least recall, because it happened recently, there was and basically what you saw coming out of the ocean, which were like pirate crew members and undead versions of them coming out of the waters.
Yeah.
You recall the journal that Doug had found that gave the story of the Tamarot, this pirate ship that was leading an attack, and that the priest of Umberlee prayed to her and called a great storm, and there was a shipwreck.
Okay.
And you kind of piece together that where this roiling ocean is right now could potentially be the coordinates of that shipwreck.
And when do I notice this? Do I notice this like when I'm coming back, or
While you're flying,
can I get closer to it?
you may.
Yeah, I would like to do that. As I get closer, what would I need to? I would always first approach it from a natural standpoint, just knowing my background. This is not you've described what it is, but it's not something that would naturally occur in any way.
No.
Would the magic itself be natural, or what kind of check would I need to make?
Nature.
Nature.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And take advantage
Take advantage
with that
Okay.
high perception check.
Oh, neither are good. So that is just a 13.
Even with a 13, you can piece together that this, if it is a natural occurring kind of bubbling, either something has sunk quickly here, causing air to escape to the surface,
Yeah.
but you know that the shipwreck happened much longer ago than just recently. So your next assumption would be there is some kind of porous vent, something where the heat trapped within the earth is spilling into the waters. And what would normally happen at the deepest depths of the ocean
Yeah.
is potentially happening within this more shallow water, the sound between the island and the mainland.
Let's see.
While you're looking that up, you would also remember then that there were wards placed on this island that have been somehow deactivated.
Yeah.
And you remember the priest saying that he was going to go on an excursion to reactivate those wards.
Can I fly down about 30 feet away from the surface of the water and use shape water to control a small little orb of that like whatever that water in that surface is right there up to me, so I can investigate closer?
Yeah, absolutely. And I imagine you would have some kind of alchemy vial that you could keep it in if you wanted to.
Yeah,
or
probably so. Some kind of water
Right.
skin. It's probably a natural kind of animal skin or something like that that
Nice.
I can keep it into.
Yeah.
And I would hold it with the spell in front of me for a little while, just kind of looking at it and just seeing what it's all about first.
Yeah.
If I could look at it with either nature or medicine, just to see what it's all about.
Give me a medicine check. Yeah, good call.
7 again, but this one's higher. 15.
With a 15, you look at the water, and mixing within it is that the same type of eldritch energy that was being shot at you with the eldritch blast, etc. The same that you saw kind of writhing within the water elemental.
Yeah.
This water seems to be imbued with that same eldritch, even abyssal energy.
Okay.
So-
Similar to what we saw on the ship with the previous captain that we dealt with
Yes,
before as well.
the Emperor of the Waves
Emperor of the
was the shipwreck that was the salvage operation that brought your group together.
Okay, I'll contain some of that water and carry it back, so some of my companions can take a look at it as well to see if they can deduce
Perfect.
anything further outside of my expertise. Yeah, I'm I mean, I'm getting the sense that we're not done here, and that whatever's down here might be more than what we've already dealt with. So
Yes.
I'm gonna return and let my people know.
Cool.
That.
And on your flight back, you also see that the Bees ship is good. They've been able to fight away the undead waves as well. Gibby relays to you that she will remain on the ship to help protect it
Okay.
because it was a little bit more fierce than they were anticipating.
I'll let the rest of the team know then.
Cool. So we come back to the island. While Inkyr's away, while you are resting, what's Stamper and Valorant up to?
So, how long would a short rest be for me to regain my bardic?
It would be a 1 hour rest, and it would be at the end of that rest that you would regain those inspiration.
Screw it, I'm not going to do that because that won't work. I want to try something. Stamper felt that psychic break. There is a debt that must be repaid. We cannot lose this. I cannot allow it. So anyone who'd be looking up, I'm still up there. And at this point, you would see as much magical energy as possible that I can muster start glowing. Is there anyone up there with me?
Janor, who was using her rifle up there, is standing about 10 feet away.
Stamper will turn. Firstly, good shot. And this person sees like the glowing magical energy as I'm pointing at them. I'm going to need a favor.
Yes, anything. You've helped us keep away such horrors from the ocean. Well, what can I do for you?
A friend needs help, and I need all of the magical energy I can muster.
Certainly. Morley is a priest of Umberlee. We can certainly help you.
I need as much as you can give me, because we have to break this.
Yes, I can go get him.
Good. Go. Meet me there. And I am going down the tower, going straight for Valerian.
Okay, so while that was happening, what was Valorant doing?
He's gonna hide.
Whoa! Bonus action hide!
He's going to kind of just like take a look around. It's probably happening while you're coming down the tower.
Yeah.
He's just gonna back into some shadows and
Give
just
me
try to hide.
a stealth check, flat check, versus your perception, flat check.
Can I help it by having my light cantrip move over the area?
I'll allow that to add a d4 to your roll, as opposed to advantage.
I understand this is competitive now.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I want to hear first.
Okay. What am I rolling?
A d20, add a d4 to that, and then add your perception.
Perception.
Yes.
Okay.
I did see it.
Add your dad 4.
What'd you say? Just
That's the worst thing that could have happened.
natural 20.
Natural 20!
What happened? Plus
Yes!
Plus 1.
Plus 12.
Well, I mean,
Plus 5. So
Oh my god!
expertise in stealth over there.
Wow.
Oh,
I have
wow.
so much adrenaline going on right now.
Oh my god.
That's so bad.
I think what this initiates is our first chase with 2 nat 20s.
Let's get it.
This is why I wanted someone to see it.
It is a natural 20.
I need
That's
you
a
each
natural
to take
20.
a-
I'm
take
taking
a
a picture of
with
it.
those on your phone. Because I cannot believe that. Yeah. Okay.
The one time,
I know, this is great.
because like I am bound, determined, that psychic link I am holding on to everything I have.
Yes.
Shadows can only help you so much when we're on the same plane.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
Subtle lore drop.
As you
Just
fall into one of the alleys, like you know your destination, but I need you first to roll a perception to see if you notice Stamper chasing after you.
okay. 15.
Okay. That is enough to see Stamper come out and kind of notice where you went, and he begins to, or they begin to bolt for that same location. So, what we will do is base. What is each of your base speeds?
I have 30 walking and swimming.
30.
Okay, so because those are equal, will then depend on your, let's see, it depends too if you are using a bonus action to dash during those turns. Like how well are you trying to hide and get away from Stamper?
Well, my question is, if I used a bonus action dash, would that make me less stealthy?
Yes.
Because I don't want to do that.
Okay. All right. This will be a series of DCs that I will set. And as the chase goes on, it will continue to get more difficult. Okay. So if you wish for Stamper to use a different skill than perception, I will allow you to make a case for it. I'm guessing you're still wanting to use stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a Hannah question.
Mm-hmm.
Are the, well, I wonder if Valerie would know this too. Are the people that were in the tunnel and the whatever we found them, are they still down there?
There's only one still down there, and he was the one that was
That
weakened
was sick.
by the illness. He's no longer ill, but he's still incredibly weakened. But he's down there with like a flintlock ready to just go for whatever, whatever he deems as bad coming through the door.
But he knows you, so he wouldn't. Oh no, we gotta stop her. We gotta stop her. But we don't even know that this is going on.
And I'm not even there right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
at
just
this
walking up
point.
and down walls,
flying over the
mind my
ocean.
business.
Yeah, you flew up to
Gibby's on the ship.
check the perimeter. Gibby's on the ship. Doug
'Cause
is being Doug.
Would you be able to remove whatever this is, like with the spell remove curse? Like if you had that.
Metagaming, modify memory can be dispelled with remove curse or greater restoration.
Wow. Because Doug has remove curse.
But it's not that you guys know what's
We
going
don't
on.
know
And if you
exactly.
did,
Yeah.
if you did know, like
Yeah.
Stamper kind of knows what's going on, but they don't
We
know
have
The
to figure it out.
specifics.
Yeah.
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 the like. Yeah.
That is kind of what I was about to
I was like,
go
wow,
for.
this is great. I could do something if I knew. If I was aware.
Once again, Doug's brain is his worst enemy.
Yeah. Doug is just there.
The spell I have prepared today. It would help Stamper so much, but I'm not going to show
Okay.
it. But I'm not there.
What is Stamper's skill that they're using to chase?
So the orb is over, brought light. I'm walking towards what I feel is your direction. But I am also using minor illusion to create a sound because there are other people within distance. All of you. Every single one of you. Valerian has been cursed. I can help. You must assist. Look for those with eyes to see. As I continue coming your direction, chasing after all the energy I can muster to keep holding on to this link for dear life.
Now, what do I do with this information?
All right, Janor and Morley meet up. They see you escape down an alley through this compound, and they begin to assist searching the compound. What would Doug's reaction be?
Well, if Doug is resting, probably wake up and be like, what?
Whoa.
It's like, Val's doing what?
Yeah,
And then I guess just take off. He would just take off.
sweet. So you casting that spell would mean that you wouldn't be able to dash with your action to
Right, right.
get closer, but could potentially bring in help. So the first DC is 10. Stealth check and still using perception.
Think that's the only thing short of me doing a performance check to see if anyone else has better success.
Hey! Perception check it is.
Listen, you gotta try.
I like
I mean,
the,
I can't
gusto.
get lower unless I get a nat 1.
Yeah,
Basically.
let's see. We honor the nat ones.
That's messed up.
Nat
21 total.
Oh, 21 total.
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay. Next DC is 15.
Can I do something? So you did that as a minor illusion, so I also heard it. Valorant also heard the
Yeah,
message.
yeah.
Can the message cantrip talk to multiple people at a time? Or just
One at a time.
Okay.
And you can respond to the message.
I'm going to message Doug and say,
Take.
Stamper's been compromised.
Well, obviously, he's probably going to believe Val.
Oh no!
Wait, should I roll to
You
see?
can roll an insight.
Yeah.
Is it opposed?
And it is not opposed because you're technically not doing a deception because
You
you
genuinely
don't
did it.
think that you're cursed. You just think
Oh.
Stamper's been compromised against you.
Yeah.
Why would you
Okay, I
message
see how we need to
me?
play this out now.
Why would you message me?
Because you're my brother.
Okay, roll an insight
Oh,
check
I
and
don't
just
know if I want to.
based on what you get.
Brother. Okay, roll insight.
Yes, please.
Brother sound. 8. That is an 8.
That's an 8. You have no idea what the F is going on. Doug is so confused.
Doug is just running.
Yeah, you just have to go based on Doug's vibes of like who he would believe, what his gut instinct would do, let alone the fact that you don't even see either of them anymore.
He didn't see what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't see anything except he came back over the wall and then boom.
Okay, DC 15, stealth, and perception.
Is there something else I can do?
Yeah, technically a new round.
I want to cast Sending.
Okay.
To specify here, you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears this message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. Does that work?
Who are you sending to? Yes, absolutely.
25 words exactly.
They wrote a poem.
You have heard Stamper's true voice. You have seen Stamper's true face. The card I drew was the Seer, doing everything to peer into your mind, to counteract that curse with energies that seem oh so familiar. These memories are not your own. My debt shall be repaid in full. You will not deny me this. Return I have counter charms. Use them.
This is going to be wild, but I am going to say insight 25 because it is a friend of yours. There is a life debt. And so if you can, what is your insight bonus?
0.
So you have to roll a nat 20
To believe?
see beyond
Okay.
your curse. And even then, what you will learn won't be like the entire truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we will see. I'm giving it a chance,
Possible.
but it's,
7.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. You're just like, what is this guy talking about? What is Stamper talking about? You realize that Stamper is now on to you, so that might add a sense of urgency with your mission. But other than that, you don't have any suspicion of anything else happening.
That is 3 swings at the fences and 3 whiffs.
So I can respond with like up to 25 words.
Yes, you can.
I'm going to say, I didn't count this out, but it's basically like, your debt must be paid. My debt will be paid. Assist me.
Okay. No, I can rock with that.
Okay,
Actually.
so
Duel of the Fates.
did we get our DC 15
Oh,
rolls yet?
no,
I
we
didn't
had
roll yet.
not.
So let's get those first.
If this
Okay.
go
I know
away.
there's a
Okay.
fly in here, and it's really making
23.
a difference.
16.
Okay, just barely made it. You stumble at the words, right? Like you have gone into one of the abandoned buildings to hide, and there's a floorboard creak. Stamper, you realize Valoran's the floor above you. DC 20, perception, stealth. Roll.
And for clarification, I'm trying to get to the.
You're now inside the building.
Wait, new round?
New round.
Gonna get the trident.
Message.
Okay.
This is like
Done,
cat and
please.
mouse. So funny.
You gotta believe me, bro.
Probably.
The sky is really nice tonight.
Pleasant experience.
Just like
You hear in the most genuine voice that can be done. For you, I'll do it. Come to me. Or let me see you, so I know it's really you.
Make a persuasion check. Flat.
Flat. That's fine. I can rock with that.
You can choose as your character to believe or contest the roll.
I want to contest it.
ooh.
Okay.
I rolled 17 plus 13, 30.
What should I roll to contest it?
Insight.
Well, okay, but what is like? what
It's
is-
true because it's not a because it's not a deception.
It's
They're,
like you're
truly-
rolling to try to convince me of something. I feel like that doesn't really make sense. Like there's no fate involved. It's whether I'm convinced or not.
Yeah,
And that's-
30, you
Is
would
that my?
be.
Is that not my choice?
It's whether you
Like,
believe Stamper, but you still have that act. You can still take the action how you like.
yeah.
Yeah, you can just choose to believe Stamper. With a 30, they were convincing. But you can also still roll to contest it on the chance 1 out of 20 that you just are like you
Sus.
totally you totally are suspicious. It's up to you.
God, I'm doing everything in my power for this.
Well, I don't want to roll to contest it, but I also don't want to show myself.
I think that's also a choice that Valoran can make.
Yeah.
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 Persuasion is a skill. It is not a locked in
Yeah.
a locked in for sure thing. So,
Yeah.
with that, we would then just move on
Yeah. I want to do something.
to the DC 20 stealth and perception because it's still playing hide and seek here.
So you ask me to show myself, what I'm gonna do is cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna twirl a finger through your hair, and then I'm gonna keep moving.
Oh my god.
Terrifying.
So it's like I've acknowledged you,
yeah.
but I'm not gonna show myself, and I'm
Okay.
gonna keep moving.
Hey, that's
You're a good bad guy. You're doing stuff.
Okay.
It's fun that this isn't battle, and it's like this other mechanic. DC
Stealth
20.
again. Perception. DC 20.
19.
19.
What happens is as Stamper goes up the stairs, you've climbed out the window, dropped down to the first floor again, climbed through the window where the trap door is. But as you open the trap door, Stamper's standing beside you. You guys are 5 feet away from each other.
Okay. Let's go.
You both failed, which means you both succeed.
Yeah. But we
meaning
see each other.
you
yeah.
are at the trap door and can just drop in, right? But it also means that you are right there. You know where they are.
Oh, I'm dropping in the trapdoor.
Okay. At this point, we have to roll an ish.
Good. Good.
Where am I?
Because we're gonna.
You're like never-ending story. You're just
I told Doug what was going
you're
on.
on
Yeah,
Falcor,
what you
just
got,
in a
you
whole
guys?
nother
23.
world. Like
20.
I can go twice as high.
So I'm not
followed
on
you
my
guys.
route
I
back
don't
at
know
all.
what Doug's
I'm-
doing.
Yeah, are you trying at all? Like that would be the only other variable in this
Yeah,
scenario.
Doug is since he doesn't know who to believe because
Yeah.
he wants to believe Val, but he
You know who to believe.
in his heart he knows who to believe, but also he's got two people saying stuff, so he's just running in the direction that he saw them go,
Yeah.
and hoping that he will catch up to them.
Okay. Initiative.
Yeah, I got a
23, I got 20.
So you drop down.
Yeah.
The
I'm-
dude in there, Barrett, with a pistol is just like, oh, curse word. You scared me. Oh, I'm guessing everything went all right up there.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but excuse me, darling.
You see the statue with the armor of Umberlee, the sea conch style, holding the trident known as Wave. And it is within 15 feet of you.
Can I dash
You certainly can.
to get up to it?
Why do you want to do this?
I have a parasite in my brain telling me that I won't make any money unless I have this trident. And I am a capitalist.
This is wild.
I'm just gonna be like, finally, and then grab it.
Yeah.
I mean, pull it away, if I can pull it away from the statue.
That's what we're going to determine.
Well, let me be on the ready in case you're trying to walk past me. See what I got here.
It's exciting for me whether I win or lose, you know?
Right.
Like,
Okay.
This is fun.
The fun thing about this magical weapon is that the terminology of its attunement requirements is vague enough to include both Umberlee as a god and the Kraken as an entity, although it was wielded once by Umberlee, making you question whether or not its existence potentially exceeds the lifespan of a god itself. This trident has what seems to be like a narwhal center, or even like a unicorn horn center spear, with two seahorses with spears sticking out, creating this trident, and what seems to be a tentacle wrapping down onto the hilt of the trident. As you pick it up, you realize that you can begin attuning to this. Like that can be what you do during this short rest. Until you fully attune with it, you do not gain the magical properties of it.
okay.
Okay. You hear a voice from the trident in your mind, and you can tell that this weapon has sentience, has its own personality. And with the chimes of a sea shanty, waves breaking against rocks, you hear a voice say, "I have grown impatient. My devotion to the gods wavers. I fear I've been intended to bring about the demise of my mother. Perhaps we can work together." And you open your eyes, and your eyes have gone like just a pure bright turquoise. And that will end your turn because it was your action to grab it, and you like turn around. Stamper, what are you doing? You hear Valorant go down into the dungeon.
Uh-huh. Oh, don't worry. I'm dropping right in after.
Okay.
And you've already knocked Garrett out of the way, which, thank you. I'm coming right up to you. It's about time we repartee. We're stopping this now. And I use, remember I said 2. Tales of Renowned Duelist. You see the imagery of these necromancers coming all with épées straight at you. And I'm making a melee spell attack
Okay.
with my charisma, that's +9.
And remember, you haven't had time to regain hit points.
Your armor class to beat is 24. I'm gonna knock
Uncanny
this
dodge.
trident
Does a
out of your
24
hand.
hit?
Uncanny
A 24
dodge.
hits, but I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
Okay. Movement, action, bonus action, anything?
Uncanny dodge, don't you still take half damage?
You still take half
yes.
damage.
yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
still take
It's
damage.
like, wait a minute.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of evasion.
And it has to be if she can see, but if her eyes are all clouded over, would she be able to?
I mean,
not-
I have evasion,
like,
but that's only on a dex
Val's
save.
I
not
am coming
blinded.
I am coming at the back because
Yeah.
No, I turned
So-
around. I took the trident out and I turned back towards you. Because I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna have a little convy.
Are you even in control of your body right now?
Yeah. They just altered my memories. So it's not like I'm being possessed. I just misremember the situation.
you get to
Okay.
do so much in 6 seconds. God.
Rogues. What's the damage from that spell?
Hold on. Jeez. I will have one thing go right in this session today. Okay, it's
In my mind, everything's gone right. But I'm a neutral party.
yeah.
God is a neutral
It's
party.
2 rolls of bardic inspiration plus charisma, so 2d8 plus 5.
Nice.
10 plus 5, 15. So
Have to.
8.
Half to 8. Half to 7.
That's just rogue stuff.
Just rogue
And
stuff.
that is force damage for the record.
Nice.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna be gripping this trident and I'm probably like chest puffed or like some sort of he's peacocking a little bit, right? And I'm just gonna say to Stamper, can't you see that this is my fate? Why are you in my way? Let us clear out these waves of vermin from the sea and be done with it. What does this have to do with you?
Is that all you got? I'm kidding. This has everything to do with everyone here. It was the entire reason we were sent. It was the entire reason why we're here. Why do you think other people are even here? This wasn't a solo adventure. There are other people involved. There are more lives at stake than whatever is going on with those memories that have been implanted in your head. Do they really seem all that realistic to you?
You may have your own mission, but I'm my own man.
Are you?
At this point, you need to act on your turn for it to be this back and forth between your turns.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
here.
am going to cast Thunderwave to try to knock Stamper away so that I can get out.
Constitution saving throw. Also from the commoner, Barrett.
Shoot him!
Poor Barrett.
I'm gonna come down there and take Barrett's gun. I need
What's
a
my
second one.
DC?
15.
15? Okay. Met it.
Wow, so half damage.
13 plus 2.
Half damage.
Lucky roll. Yeah. Lucky number 13.
Damage is
No push.
14. Half to 7.
Barrett is dead.
You just killed
I just hold the trident.
Yeah, no, that's what it. And it's a clap of
deafening.
thunder,
Yeah.
like that can be heard for miles. So
I
at this
hear
point,
that.
you would
I'm
hear
gonna
it.
start dashing.
Yeah.
So I definitely heard that, so I'm gonna keep running in the direction of that.
Okay.
Where am I at this
You still
point?
have a bonus action and movement.
I have disengage as a bonus action. Does that allow me to get away from Stamper?
It allows you to disengage up to 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you can climb pretty much out of range. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go around me, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with disengage, no attacks of opportunity, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna go out to the courtyard. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to hide
with
anymore.
30 feet, you make it out to the courtyard at this point. Doug,
Am I there?
you see,
I see.
you hear this thunderclap, and you see Valoran standing with a trident.
My,
I'm like, that's Mama's trident. So Doug is immediately like, okay.
Maybe it was Stamper, who I should
Maybe
believe.
Stamper's right. Can I do anything?
You can react now.
I would like to do vampiric gaze, where as long as he can see me, I can try to charm person.
I'm immune to being charmed, or
You have advantage against charm
I have
as an
advantage
elf.
against being charmed.
Okay, so roll your
It's on a roll. I don't have to roll for it.
Saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
right. Yeah, roll saving throw
What
at
is
wisdom?
advantage.
It's a wisdom saving throw, but I have advantage.
Yeah.
6
Yeah, you failed.
with advantage.
Which means that now you are charmed by me.
So I'm just friendly towards you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not gonna hurt me.
You
pretty
assume
much.
that Doug has your best interest
Okay.
in mind.
So I guess since I don't really know what's going on, I'm just going to act like I'm friends. And since he's now charmed, he knows,
Yeah.
he thinks that we're friends.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
You're
We
buds.
are friends.
I'm like, in this moment, and
We
we're
then-
not friends.
We then will go to Stamper's turn.
So I'm just gonna use this time to be like, hey, you got Mom's trident. Like, okay, what are we doing?
Well, we need more magical weapons if we're gonna keep fighting these zombies. And I laid claim.
Yeah, I mean, not cool, you know, but it's fine. It's fine. You know,
You
we've
could
talked
have
about it
taken
later.
the trident at any time.
right now.
No, I'm in the middle of attuning to it, you
Okay,
fool.
that's fine. That's fine.
You fool. You silly fool. Silly vampire.
silly guy. You silly guy, no. I'm attuning.
Stamper, at this point, at the top of initiative, the two other surviving hermits, Janor and Morley, make it down, hearing the thunderclap. They had been searching for Valoran, and they just see the horror of Barrett's body, and they look at you and, what happened? Is this what you warned of? Janor says. And then we go to your turn. So you can choose to respond or just ignore them and get out of there.
Yeah, am I able to, so with me able to get back up, how far away will I be?
It is 30 feet to make it out, and then another 30 feet to make it out to the courtyard.
Ooh, I gotta stall. I gotta stall.
You want to see a magic trick?
Val, I was thinking.
Yeah, what's up?
Check out how long I can hold my breath underwater.
Right?
Stamper.
Okay, so I get up. I'm saying to understatement. Getting up.
Barrett, no.
We're going to cast Minor Illusion again. In order to create a series of images that make it seem like you are completely surrounded and there is nowhere to run. That the entire party is there. Everyone can see you.
Even Gibby?
No, not Gibby, because that would be unrealistic.
I wouldn't look
And Stamper is
behind there.
frustrated, but not that kind of frustrated. So I'm casting this with the hope of like, stop moving.
My only question is,
Well,
how are
what
you getting out there and still having an action to cast that?
Because I'm not dashing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting up to the top. You said it'd be another 30 feet to the courtyard. I am not doing that.
Got it.
But I still know there is a courtyard. I still know
Okay.
that a person has to be around.
Just give me an Arcana check because it's tricky. You don't necessarily have line of sight.
The exact
easily, 'cause
positioning.
It is a you're in like a storage
Yep.
room.
17 plus 4, 21.
Yeah, we'll call it. And suddenly you see poof, 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 as if they've teleported. You see Inkir, you see Stamper, and you see the Gibby,
Gibby?
I guess.
Would Stamper have made one of me too?
No.
So you know I'm out there?
So just
I knew you.
Inkir-
I knew you were chasing after,
Okay, so just Inkir and just
not Gibby, because
Stamper. Got it.
we knew that Gibby was.
That's right. Okay, so I need you to make an intelligence check versus your
Spell save.
spell save, which is 15,
17.
17.
Ooh.
Intelligence?
I don't
Yeah.
know, bro. I don't think they're really there.
And it's not a saving throw. You just add your intelligence to it.
20. Dirty.
You got a 17
I
on the
am-
die.
I got 17 on the
Dying.
die plus 3.
Ugh.
What? Chase, who helped Hannah level up. You're like, oh no.
Listen, it might make you at least. You have to look around and investigate. I'm taking what I can right
Okay,
now.
and so you had a 23 initiative. I need you to roll initiative as you enter the compound with your dragon.
Am I rolling initiative?
So 20. So you're still going after
Yeah.
because they came up. Yeah, I'll let you roll initiative. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you could play the game too.
5.
I just knew that it was going to be bad. I was trying to save you the embarrassment.
I'm not rolling this one again.
Okay. You get
say?
another turn before Inkir arrives.
Okay.
You do not believe the illusions around you.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna be no help when the third wave comes. By the way.
Yeah, you're using all your spell slots.
If we even get through this.
I'm just gonna
like-
stamp the trident on the ground and like.
There might not be a wave if. Anyway, go ahead.
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
stomp the trident on the ground and say, enough tricks, being. This weapon can save the rest of our hides from the vermin from the sea, and we can all go home a little bit richer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Anything else on your turn? You have a compulsion to take it to the water.
Well, this is pre everybody resting. Mm-hmm. And I'll say, let me cleanse this beach. I'll take the first watch.
Let me cleanse this beach.
I'll make my way towards the outside, but I don't want to run, if that makes sense.
No dash or
No
anything?
dash. I'm just gonna start moving. Because I want them to believe me.
Sure.
You know, I'm not really like trying to get away from them. I'm trying to get them to believe me and make that way.
Okay, make a
Okay.
persuasion.
17.
Roll an insight this time.
That is 15.
Yeah, you are again kind of caught in the quandary
Yeah.
of who to trust.
I don't think you'd ever believe this.
You take
Yeah, Doug's like,
30 feet. You still have a bonus action. You could
You know.
potentially dash and be at the water.
Okay.
Okay.
you're going to the water? Yeah. Wow, well, it's over. Pack it up.
Let's go. Let's
Pack
go
it up.
hunting. You know what I mean?
Well, you're bad.
You. Okay.
Nobody could stop me.
Inkir
actually, I'm gonna have to
is
come help
riding.
you.
Inkir is riding the dragon back to the island.
Yes.
As you are kind of swooping down, getting closer, you just see kind of, at a trot at least, like, I got first watch, Baywatch, call back,
It's coming full circle to his personality.
full circle. You see a lone Valoran making their way to the water to the point where it's up to their shins with the trident.
Yeah.
That's technically the end of their turn, so you have a turn.
So a couple questions. I was there whenever Valorant did the killing blow.
Oh, yeah.
On the. Did I see anything?
Yeah.
Did I saw this tentacle hit them?
Roll. I'm sorry to do this, but it's going to be an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
Please.
Oh man.
John, you tried so hard.
I got one more Hail Mary left.
You could have tried a little harder to not immediately walk in the water.
And this
but
is
that's
this is a
fine.
turn in initiative. So if I
know.
do an action, it's gonna okay. So I can't guidance
I'm
this.
returning to the mother's embrace.
You don't even like
13.
Umberlee. She's not your mommy.
You are suspicious, but you're not mistrusting yet.
Okay.
What if we all start yelling, "Kill him!"
But also just knowing
me, I'd never
Valorant,
do that.
I know that Valorant you could use the spell Thunderwave. Have I seen Valorant use that spell before?
Is that the
think
first
so.
time you've used that?
It's the
spell?
first time I've used it because it's like a spell I got when we leveled up.
Oh, so I wouldn't.
You at least, that would add to your suspicion, though.
Yeah.
You would probably ask
You
something
heard
like,
a boom.
how
now
did
you
you
see
get
me
the
walking.
trident? You would be
Yeah.
curious as to why.
I know Valorant can cast those kinds of spells,
Sure.
and
And you also know I have a trident.
You
Like
have
I already
the
have a
trident.
trident.
you have you have the
Trident.
trident that I have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kill him. We can revive
And-
you. It'll be
And I'm
fine.
sorry, that wasn't an action for them. That was retconning back to when you saw
Yeah.
what was happening.
The
So you still have your action, movement, and bonus action.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take the full movement of the dragon to dive down directly at Valoran. And as I get close to Valoran, have they hit the water yet?
Yeah, it's like up to their shins.
Okay. I'm dropping concentration on the spirit dragon, and it's like I'm descending, and the dragon is like dissipating away, and I'm casting hold person onto Valorant.
Nice.
Can I resist that at all?
Yeah.
You have to make a concentration, or you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
The
Does
roll
uncanny
that
dodge
started this all.
Uncanny dodge doesn't apply to
No,
any of
it
this.
is not
Okay.
damage.
Let's see.
Con save?
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Sorry,
Yes, that's good.
Doesn't make any difference for me.
And it's not a charm effect.
it is not a charm.
What's your spell save DC?
16.
I got a 15.
Oh yeah, we coming to whoop you.
So
So you're like in the water in front of me?
I'm descending down. I dropped concentration on the spirit dragon, and it's dissipating below my feet as I descend in front of you. Hold person right in front of your face.
Thank you. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why do you have that?
I'm returning it to where it belongs.
At that point, there is an explosion at the gate. A fireball sets off. Behind you, watch as this reptilian creature, a medium size with hunched shoulders, opened its mouth where the fireball aimed from and erupted at the gate.
From inside?
It's coming up from the waters behind you both. It then looks over, kind of turns its head, and that is where we'll end our session today.
Are you kidding?
A
not gonna
gray
get away.
slod has appeared.
Oh, a gray slot.
This is wave 3, everybody.
Oh,
Thank you so
yeah.
much for joining us for Overdue Adventures. We'll see you next time. And as is my new catchphrase, Please roll better. For the love of God.